Movie Community College.
My name is Raj.
My name is Bhagyashree.
And we have a channel on YouTube called Brain Chow. It is a educational channel.
Yes.
And the link will be in the description below, so you can check it out.
But today we are going to react to a Singh thing.
India's greatest villain,
Gabbar
Gabbar
Singh.
Singh.
Very synchronized.
This was not planned at all, but let's react.
Welcome to another Movie Community College documentary, A Sing Thing, starring your favorite YouTuber, The Professor. One of the things that I think is very important for a great story is to have a great villain. Great villains are the backdrop on which our star shines, right? We, as a strong antagonist, it kind of sets the stage for a great story of overcoming. You know, you think of some just recently, Padvamanti, Singh when he played the Sultan of Delhi, great villain. When you think of Heath Ledger as the Joker, great villain. When you think of Jack Nicholson in The Shining,
here's Johnny.
Great villain. All three of those guys, great examples of what a great villain can do for a story. But before all of those guys, there was a guy back in 1975, Gabbar Singh. So we are talking about Gabbar Singh.
यहाँ से 50-50 कोस दूर गांव, जब बच्चा रात को रोता है तो माँ कहती है बेटे सो जा नहीं तो गब्बर सिंह आ जाएगा.
Amjad Khan.
मिजाज चाहिए आशिकाना, जैसे मेरा बोले तो.
The first of the Khans, right? You think of Bollywood and you get these names of the Khans, and they're kind of the great actors and heroes of Bollywood, and it's Salman Khan and Amir Khan and SRK, Shahrukh Khan. But we don't talk much about Amjad Khan, who was Gabbar Singh. And I think to understand him, we need to start at the beginning. What a lot of people don't know is that he was a really good student. He was born in 1940. He worked his way through school, getting high marks. He was on the student council, I guess is what you would call it now, the student body. He was a student representative. And those things would teach him things. They would help him to understand things. He then becomes a theater actor, and you can see that he carefully is trying to perfect his craft. He wants to be a good actor, and in something happens. Then he gets a couple films that he starts playing in. He then is contacted by Salman Khan. Now, this isn't the Salman Khan that I always hate on. This is the Salman Khan I always hate on's father. And he is working on a movie. He's co-writing a movie, a little film, maybe you heard of it, called Sholay. And he's asked to come in and read for a part of Gabbar Singh. He comes in, he asks a few questions. He wants to know, who is the character? What am I doing?
हमको नहीं पता, हमको कुछ नहीं पता.
He reads from the part, and they have some current concerns about the quality of his voice. Will his voice be loud enough? Is his voice rugged enough to carry this character? And he starts reading a book on bandits. And out of studying this craft, he gets something out of this. He becomes something. He gets an idea of mixing some lexicons, some regional lexicons together, and giving his dialogue in kind of a mixed speech, a mixed slang Hindi speech that becomes quite eerie and becomes quite popular.
ये रामगढ़ वाले अपनी बेटियों को कौन चक्की का पिसा आटा खिलाते हैं रे? चरादारी के हाथ पांव देख, बहुत करारे हैं इस साले, बहुत करारे हैं.
He goes on to stardom. This film airs, this film is released, and Big B is made as a star. Amjad Khan is made as a great villain, and here you have Sholay.
ये हाथ हमको दे ठाकुर. मुझे 2 आदमियों की जरूरत है.
हम काम सिर्फ पैसों के लिए करते हैं.
मुझे गब्बर चाहिए, जिंदा.
आज मेरी पसंदीदा इज्जत का सवाल है.
सुअर के बच्चा,
ये हाथ नहीं, फांसी का फंदा है.
गब्बर अब आया, अब आएगा मजा खेल का. जो डर गया समझो मर गया.
Here you have this Indian epic of good versus evil. He begins to personify evil, Indian evil. He is the first example we have of pure Indian evil. I read somewhere that what Darth Vader was to Hollywood, Gabbar Singh is to Indian films.
ये हाथ हमको दे ठाकुर.
And I think that is really true. He is my #1 villain of all time when I was working on that list until everybody started hating on me, like the studios, you can't use it, you can't use it. But Gabbar Singh is a great character. You see him in all of his glory. You see him in this great epic tale of good versus evil. Who's going to win? Evil at all cost. Evil that is willing to slaughter children and cut off arms. I mean, you think about him, Amjad Khan, playing this role, and it is really quite something to behold. He's an epic, dude. He is the villain of villains. And he is such an important character, and I think a big reason why this film, Sholay, is such a hit. Because, again, I think when you use a villain, the more evil and darker they are, it kind of just casts a huge shadow on the movie, and it makes our stars like Big B shine even more. And you see the life and death struggle of this small village with these people who've been terrorized by these bandits. And there's this hope of the outsiders coming. We need to take a commercial break. Let's take our commercial break, and then we'll come back, and I'll tell you a funny story that I heard about Big B and Big B's son and Mr. Khan here. So make sure you pay attention to the ads, come back, and we'll get more into this.
अरे ओ कालिया, गांव से मेरे लिए क्या ला रहे?
ये बिस्किट लाया सरदार.
अरे ओ सांभा, ये देखा तूने? बच गया।
मैंने 1000 बार कहा कि मुझे असली चीज चाहिए, असली चीज, समझे? अब आएगा मजा। ब्रिटानिया ग्लूकोज डी। गांव का हर बच्चा जानता है कि गब्बर की असली पसंद क्या है, असली चीज, समझे?
असली ग्लूकोज से भरपूर ब्रिटानिया ग्लूकोज डी, ज्यादा स्वाद, ज्यादा शक्ति।
Well, hey, welcome back to the documentary of Gabbar Singh, a Singh thing. One of the favorite stories that I read about him is after Sholay, after they had this continued success of Sholay, Big B invited him over to his home. He said, why don't you come over to my house? I want to talk to you. We got some movie projects coming up. And he often played the villain opposite of Big B, which I think is a really kind of cool story. I mean, you look at like the just the impact that Big B has had in movies. The guy is just beyond movie star. He is icon. It almost seems like a understated thing about him, but he's such a big deal in Indian films. And here you have Khan constantly playing his nemesis, which I really, really love. But they tell the story that Big B invited Khan to come over to his house so they could talk about this. They could discuss this. And he pulls up to Big B's estate, and he gets out of the car, and he's walking to the front door, and Big B's little son sees him. And Big B's little son, Little B, freaks out because he thinks Gabbar Singh is coming to the house. Oh no, run, run, run. And he takes off running, and he's terrified that, here we have the most hated villain in all of Indian cinema is at my house. There must be something evil coming my way, which is just completely just completely an awesome story when you think about how good of an actor he was, how crazy the role was. This was, I think, one of the greatest performances of all cinema, not just Indian cinema, of all cinema. And I really got to tell you, I really enjoyed doing this. I enjoyed learning more about him, about Khan. And I think, I've done other videos where I talk about King Khan. Who is King Khan? Well, to me, it's clearly Amjad. He is King Khan. Thank you so much for watching. This has been a Singh thing. And let me know what other documentaries you'd like me to do. The next one I'm working on is Kings of the East. You're going to want to see that one. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.
ये सब चीजें हम लोग देखकर पढ़ के पेपरों में उस पर प्लॉट बनाते हैं लोग.
So we are living in a very sick society.
We are not living in a sick society. The whole world today is going through a very sick period. If you take the right from the nuclear and whatever problems you have all over the world, terrorism दुनिया भर में जितनी फैली हुई, the whole world is going through practically a very sick period. It is not only Indian cinema. It is the whole world that is going through a crisis.
क्या मैं अगर ये
उसके बाद मुझे एक पिछले साल 2 साल पहले एक अटैक हुआ था called the Bell's pulse, which is paralyzes the left side of your face. Any side it can paralyze the right or left. तो मेरा ये हिस्सा मुंह का पैरालाइज हो गया था. तो 2 महीने 2.5 महीने के लिए I was kept on steroids.
Oh my God.
When you kept on steroids इतने लंबे पीरियड के लिए,
Oh, for sure.
और फिर आपको मना कर दिया जाए कि आप कसरत मत कीजिए, कुछ मत कीजिए, तो naturally your weight is bound to
चलिए आपकी
increase.
बात मैं समझ गई. मैं अल्लाह ताला से ये दुआ करती हूँ कि आपको बहुत लंबी उम्र दे और बहुत
अच्छी उम्र दे और नेक उम्र दे, बस इसकी दुआ कीजिए. लंबी से क्या करना है,
बिल्कुल सही कहा.
कम हो बेशक, लेकिन लोगों के लिए अच्छा हो,
बहुत अच्छा हो,
वो जरूरी.
So
this was a great documentary,
yes,
and very unique at that, because the style was something that I have never seen.
Yeah.
It was very personal, like he was giving his personal opinions on this topic, and it is very obvious that he feels very strongly that Gabbar Singh was one of the best characters, best villains.
yes, and at the same time he was slightly underrated as well.
I think in India, a lot of times especially the casual moviegoers, they they don't recognize the efforts that the villains
Yeah.
or the bad characters play.
Because usually I think they are so angry with the villains or the bad characters, which is I think their victory,
Yeah,
villains' victory. So maybe that's why they are never given the credit that they deserve.
they play the hateable characters,
Yeah,
and they
and
play it so good that
that
people actually hate them. So that's why they really like the heroes. And
yeah.
as he said, as the professor said, it makes the hero shine even more.
Yes.
So yeah.
But I think lately, only in Padmavat I have seen that Ranveer Singh got all the love and credit in the movie.
Yeah.
Even though he was playing the evil character, he was the villain. Well, we can hope for a better future.
And the situation is slightly different because Ranveer Singh usually plays the positive guy.
Yeah.
This was one of the rare occasions where he was the villain, whereas Amjad Khan was almost always the
Yes,
villain.
he was like a pro villain.
And at that time, there was no internet. People
Yeah.
did not have any platform to discuss all this stuff. So I'm sure people really thought, at least some people thought, that he was actually a bad guy.
But he was very iconic,
Yeah,
and I think as a villain, he was one of the best of his times.
yeah, maybe all times.
Yeah.
But I should watch a lot more of his stuff because it is very weird that I am speaking all this stuff while I have watched very few of his movies. I should definitely watch some of them.
When we were seeing the trailer of Sholay, the 3D one, I was slightly surprised that how is the quality of this trailer so good? But then I realized, okay, that was the 3D one. But yeah,
Yeah, so a great video, great documentary.
and I really hope that Professor makes more such kind of documentaries on more actors, because we got to know so many things which we didn't before watching this documentary. So
And even the last part
yeah.
where he ended the documentary, but he was showing that that interview with Amjad Khan, that was also special because he was very honest and open about
Yeah.
the things that he was facing.
And the fun thing is, I did not know the real name of Gabbar Singh, because Gabbar Singh is such a huge character. He is so famous. He's so popular.
Even in other movies,
Yeah.
people call him Gabbar Singh.
Yes. So it's weird. I really didn't know his real name. I did not know he was a Khan as well. I always thought that he's Singh and he's Gabbar Singh.
And it was interesting to know that he was born in Pakistan.
Yes.
He studied in Mumbai.
And he was so good at studies. We didn't know that either.
So overall, a great documentary,
Yes.
covered a lot of points, and it definitely made me think that I should go and watch at least 2-3 more movies that feature him.
Yes, I do watch slightly more older movies because of my parents, but yes, Raj should.
And make sure to subscribe to Movie Community College for more such documentaries. I am sure he will make more in the
Yes.
future. This was a old video. I think this was slightly older, 2018.
So that's it.
Yeah, and he also does reactions.
Yes.
So make sure to subscribe if you want to watch his reactions on a lot of Indian stuff. He
Yeah.
reacts to Indian movies, trailers.
Yes,
and
I think everything related to India
Yeah.
you will find on his channel.
even culture. Yeah. So
So
that's
thank-
it for this video. We'll see you next time. Probably
Thanks.
not on this channel, maybe on our channel.
Yeah, I was trying to say thanks for watching so many times. Now I'm not going to say, you say it.
Thanks for watching. Bye bye.